Greetings, class. Now is the time. Your rough drafts are due tomorrow night at midnight, so now is the time to play your part, sing your song, make it one of your best yet. I'm so excited to read your rough drafts. Remember, turn that critic off, get out of your own way, and just let it flow. So this little midweek pick-me-up is designed, let's see here, to just review these directions real quick, make this nice and brief. Step one, compose your rough draft, a full draft of your problem solution proposal, an accompanying advocacy ad. Make this a separate submission or a PSA if that's what you have done. And then don't forget step two, you need to evaluate your own project, right? So reflection, this is when the growth happens. As you know, we're talking about adopting a growth mindset. So it's right here in this 2 to 3 paragraph self-assessment, where you assess the strengths of your draft according to the rubric, pose the questions to me and your peers about your draft so we can focus our constructive feedback for you, and then explain what you think you did well and what you might be able to improve on in the revision. And don't forget to reflect on your use of AI generated content and tools. Um, and here are some suggested questions. What AI generated content did you use during the research or invention process, or even in this draft? Though you shouldn't use it to help with your composition. That should be your writing. How did you use it? And if not, please state that you didn't. What AI tools did you use during the research or invention process in this draft? And again, if you haven't, make sure you state that you have not. And then lastly, how did you decide to use the AI generated content and or the AI tool? Briefly explain your strategies. All right, so this is self-assessment will help your readers, but also yourself, direct their feedback, your path forward, and engage the concerns you identify. All right, so don't forget you have to submit this draft to me for my feedback, but also you have to submit it twice. Don't forget to submit it to your peers as well so they can give you some feedback by Sunday night. How's that sound? Pretty good? Don't forget you need a title or a subject. So this is in the genre of a letter or a memo, but let's not forget this is a research course. So this is a research project in the form, almost in the guise of a letter or a memo, directed to a specific decision maker in the community who has the finances or authority to implement your best solution. An introduction, alternative solutions, at least two with their drawbacks supported by research, your best solution, engaging the counter arguments to that best solution along with your rebuttals, again, supported by credible research. At this point, you should have 7 or more sources. So if they appear in your references, you have to implement them, you have to cite them in your text. And then a conclusion that contains a convincing call to action. All right, so we're looking like for 1,300 words. What is that roughly? 5 to 6, 7 pages, not counting the reference page. That should be formatted in APA. And don't forget your multimodal component, a separate advocacy ad or video PSA. All right, so you want to become a better writer? You do that by writing. Writing teaches writing. John McPhee, pretty famous nonfiction writer, said that. Writing teaches writing. And the AI word of this week is resilience, from the Latin resilere, to recoil or to leap back. Resilience is the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties and toughness. And I know this has been a tough run. Pumping out this project in 7.5 weeks, tight deadlines, especially this last week or so. But in the ever-evolving landscape of life, resilience is our greatest ally. And just as AI systems learn and adapt from vast amounts of data, we too can cultivate, trying to slide over so you can see what I'm saying here. We too can cultivate resilience by learning from our experiences and continually adapting to new challenges. Resilience is the key to pushing through challenges, whether it's a tough assignment or a tough day, a rough day. Remember, every setback is a setup for a comeback. So it's Men's Mental Health Month, Movember Awareness. I didn't know that, but we learn as we go. So don't hesitate, male or female, to take a short break, to stand up from your desk, stretch, and then come back to your work with some fresh eyes. You all have the strength to make it through this, so keep on pushing. Little quote here: I wasn't designed to do everything, I was designed to do anything. And don't forget, I know it's a little premature, but you got to run through the finish line. And that means attend to your course evaluations when they become available, and they will be opening soon. Your Session B course evaluations, I take those very seriously, just like you should take our feedback on these rough drafts seriously. So that's the key. Don't forget to be professional. Run through the finish line like a champ, and complete your course evaluations. I will keep so please keep an open eye for when those become available. So once again, tomorrow night, the draft of your problem solution proposal, your instructor feedback is due, and simultaneously for peer feedback, that is due. And then peer reviews will be due this coming Sunday, November 24th. So together action. This is the social aspect, the social presence on this tripod of our learning community, right? So this is where you lean on one another, you grow working with one another. So good luck. I look forward again. I'm excited to read your drafts. Ciao.